Welcome back to another video, guys. So this one's going to be a little different. Um, I've been playing as Chelsea. I found it quite a bit of a challenge when you start up. I'm in my third season, so we are now second in the league. We finished second in the league last season. Um, I thought I would do advice, help, tactics, whatever, for anyone who wants to start a career at Chelsea, what to expect, what the squad looks like, etc., etc. Okay, so when you start, okay, let me actually go to tactics. When you guys start, there is a lot of injuries. A lot of injuries. I guess it's the same as it was in real life. Trevor Chalobah was out until after January. Um, Nkunku was out till after January. Benoit Badiashile was out till after January. Um, I'm trying to think back because it's obviously 2 seasons, but there was about 5 or 6 players that you could not play. And when you actually started as well, there was no real transfer budget, so it was quite a stretch. Um, you would think that when you are playing as Chelsea, you would probably play with your two wingers. So that is what I did. I was basically playing Noni on the right, Mikhailo Mudrich on the left, Jackson up front, Cole Palmer in the middle, and then obviously Enzo, Caicedo, either Gusto or James, Fafana, or at the time it was Disasi, Colwell, I can't remember who was there, and then Chilwell. And then obviously you got Petrovic and you've got that other idiot who's gone, Robert Sanchez. Okay, so I basically started off with very little transfer funds. The only striker you had was Jackson as well. So what I did, and this would be my advice, is you've actually got, like I guess they are currently, so many young players at Chelsea. So what I did is I actually just, in the opening transfer window, I sold as many of them as I could just to get some money. And then I bought a striker. I bought Alvarez because we only had Jackson. We had nobody else. And then I also bought a keeper. I bought Emilio Martinez. So those were um, my first two transfers because you needed a backup striker, and I just don't like um, I just don't like Robert Sanchez. Oh yeah, when we started, he was also injured for about 6 months, so I needed a keeper as well. Okay, so you can actually sell loads of youngsters, and you can get enough money to at least strengthen your squad because there isn't much room because there were so many injuries. There was times I had to put under 18s in the team just to make up my subs. It really was bad. Okay, so that is something to expect. Okay, so you would think as Chelsea as well. You can look at uh, all of my formations except for the one. I was playing with my two wingers because that is how Chelsea play. And if you go to my history, my fixtures, okay, fixtures, sorry, season 23-24. Okay, yes. Okay, so when I started, I obviously won all my friendlies, but then you can see I was very hit and miss. Lots of losses, lots of losses. I didn't expect that. I actually finished the season in eighth place and I got into the Conference League. Okay, and then let me just go on about tactics. So basically, I was playing with wingers. I never qualified for the Champions League. Okay, so because I never qualified, Enzo Fernandez wanted to go, Cucurella wanted to go, and someone else wanted to go because a few promises were not kept. So anyway, so if you have a bad season, you will lose Cucurella and you will lose Enzo Fernandez, which is probably two of your best players. But On the other thing, on the other side of the coin is those six injuries or seven injuries that you have, they will actually come good. They will actually obviously they will be integrated back into the team by the January transfer window. So what that means is um, instead of having a squad of 18, you've got a squad of 25. So because you're used to playing with a squad of 18, you can pretty much sell the players that you don't really want. So, so what I did is I sold Disasi, I sold Benoit Badiashile, I sold um, I sold Sanchez. And the other thing is, in the January transfer window, there are quite a few loanees you can recall from loan, and then you can sell them as well. So, although you start off with barely anything, very few players, no money, in January you can really maximize your game. I bought a lot of players. I bought Julian Alvarez, I bought this guy, Buonati from Brighton. He is an absolute legend. If you can get him, I paid quite a bit for him. Where's his scores? Um, you can see here 23 to 26, 58 appearances, 14 goals. He is up to four. He is an absolute legend. I bought him when he was 18. He really is incredible. Okay, so if you're interested, I did get him from Brighton. He replaced Mykhailo Mudryk because Mykhailo Mudryk was still on 3 stars and he just went from 2 to 3 to 4. He blew past him. So I ended up selling Mudryk. But yeah, so just to summarize for the first season, you will start off with no transfer money. You'll start off with about 7 injured players. You're going to struggle to actually field a team if you get injuries. In the December window or the January window, you're going to get a lot of players back from injury. So your squad will be a lot bigger, so you can sell a lot of players. You can recall players from loan as well, and you can sell those as well. So in the January window, you can actually build up your team. Don't sell Nkunku. He was an absolute legend. Cole Palmer's not as good as he is in real life. Nkunku is the star player. He's been my star player. If I can show you, 57 appearances, 23 goals. He is an absolute legend. Okay, you can see he's up to 4 stars. Um, the other thing you can do is, um, so what I did is I actually bought quite a few little wonder kids like this guy, Ibrahimovic, and then I also bought another striker, Marcus Thuram. He's also he's doing very well for me. You can see 44, 18 goals. So anyway, okay. So the big problem was, you can see, it was my form. I was winning and losing, winning and losing. I lost so many games. It was a nightmare. Okay. So in season two, in the second season, I I I actually started off as well. You can see a last draw, 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 last draw, 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 last draw. I actually was not also winning many games. Okay. But now you'll see from here, 5-0, 5-0, 2, draw, all wins, one loss. Okay. All wins, there's a loss. Whole streak of wins. I went through probably about 15 games without a loss. There's my loss. Okay. And then look here. I finished the season second. So what change did I make? What change did I make over here? Okay. I'll show you the change I made. I found a tactic without playing wingers. And this absolutely works. I'm playing wingbacks, two defenders, one defensive midfielder, one support midfielder, three attacking midfielders, and a striker. So this was one of the ones from which I downloaded, and it was, I actually got to find it. I think it was Echoes. I'm pretty certain it was this one, which I got from FM Scout website. You can see I was trying so many different formations, none of them working because everyone had a winger. I put my team into this formation and I just started winning. I was 16th in the league at the time that I changed. I was 16th in the league. I finished second. You can see I just blew past everybody, and I won the Conference League. I won the League Cup. I was second in the league. Had a fantastic season, and the only difference was my tactics: two wing backs, two defenders, one defensive midfielder, one support midfielder, three attacking midfielders. This one is a shadow striker, attacking forward, and you can also have a look. Okay, so that's what I'm playing. A high line. Okay, I'm just showing you so that if you are watching the video, you can pause and you can watch. Okay, so this is what I'm playing. Just in case you can't find my setup. Okay, so let me just go through it again. This absolutely changed my entire game. It transformed my entire game. Works very well. You can see on my history, even now, I'm again second in the league. If you want to just go to this season, we actually play quite well. Okay, I'm not worried about the World Cup. I don't really worry. We started off a little bit shaky, but you can see we've now found our form and we're actually playing very well. So yeah, so my advice would be, if I could have played these tactics in season one, I think I would have done a lot better. I don't think I would have lost Enzo Fernandez, and he will obviously make a huge difference to your squad because he was a fantastic player. I would not have lost Cucurella, so I would have probably kept them in this team, and I think I would have finished much higher than 8th. So just to recap, if you are going to play Chelsea, try play this sort of formation. If you can't find it on the TM Scout website, it was Echoes, I think. You can just go back to the video. You can watch my current formation. You can try play it. So I was playing mainly Jackson on the right here. I was either playing Alvarez as a striker or Thuram as a striker, but I was playing Jackson here, and he was actually playing very well. I don't play him as a striker. Okay, obviously now I'm not playing him lately, but he actually scored many goals last season for us in this position. Yeah, and then I've loaned out Noni. I've sold a lot of players. So you can see I'm not actually playing with a normal Chelsea team. So what I did is I actually found these tactics to work very well, and now I've been buying players according to these tactics. I haven't just been buying players because of their stars. I've been buying players specifically for a position, and that's why I'm a lot stronger. But anyway, hopefully that helps you guys. If you do want to start at Chelsea, you know what to expect. Hopefully it helps you. Hopefully you know how to prepare. I'm pretty certain if you choose this formation without wingers, but rather use the wing backs, I think you will be much better off in your first season. You'll probably end up keeping Enzo Fernandez, which is I still can't believe I lost him. But I think you would have to finish in the top 4 for that, because he wants Champions League football. With this formation, I'm pretty sure you can. The problem is your injuries at the start of the season. If you can get that to work for you, I think you will be okay. Anyway, guys, hope that helps you. Enjoy Chelsea. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. Have a super day.